Upon installation, quality control is disabled. Quality control must be enabled through the settings menu to perform the quality control measurements. Detailed instructions on how to enable quality control will be provided shortly. Qualified operators will perform the QC validation on the Fenom Flow device. QC mode is designed to ensure the instrument is operating within its specifications. QC consists of two test types, a negative control and a positive control. In the negative control, air is scrubbed of nitric oxide and is done automatically before the positive control test is performed. A qualified user performs the positive control test, and the result is checked against the user's median qualifying tests to ensure it is within 10 parts per billion. When the QC mode is enabled, the system will flag the user to perform a valid quality control test each day before use. If your facility decides to utilize the quality control function, it can be turned on by performing the following steps. 1. Select the menu icon in the upper left of the Fenom Flow application. 2. Select the Settings tab. 3. Click the checkbox to turn the quality control function on. 4. Select the Save button and then the Home icon to return home. The quality control icon in the upper right corner will no longer be grayed out, telling you that quality control is active. To be a qualified QC user, a healthcare professional must be over 18 years of age, a non-smoker with no known airway disease or chronic cold and have no allergies or asthma. That user will create a username for themselves and perform 3 QC tests, each separated by at least 16 hours. The first 3 tests determine whether the QC user qualifies. QC user qualifying test results must be between 5 and 40 parts per billion, and the difference between the lowest and highest result must be less than or equal to 10 parts per billion. If these conditions are met, the QC user is qualified. All future results for the QC user are compared to the median result from the 3 qualifying tests, referred to as the QC user target value. If the qualifying tests do not meet the qualification criteria, the QC user is disqualified and a new QC user must be created. You may have more than one QC qualified individual, which is recommended if more than one person performs Fenom testing. 4 quality control tests can be performed daily, which will not count against the test credits. The criteria for becoming and staying a qualified user are also available on the Fenom Flow Operator Manual, located on the Resources website. Select the menu icon in the upper left of the Fenom Flow application. Select Quality Control. If the QC user already exists, select the appropriate box corresponding to the username performing a test. If the QC user is not listed, create a new one by selecting the Open Add User box. Enter the new QC username and select Create. The system will automatically begin the negative control test, concluding in approximately 36 seconds. If the negative control test passes with a ppb of less than 2.0, select Next to start the positive control test. Inhale naturally through the mouth to inflate the lungs fully, then place the mouth on the mouthpiece, ensuring a tight seal. Exhale gently, gradually increasing exhalation into the device, keeping the needle in the green range until the timer is complete. Ensure the user stops exhaling immediately once the stop indicator is displayed. It takes approximately 25 seconds for the results to display. Select the Home icon to return to the quality control screen to see the status of both the device and the user. Each QC user result will be judged as pass or fail based on user and device status requirements. Each result is shown in the QC test settings log. There is only enough space for 7 quality control users per application. To delete a failed or disqualified user, make room for additional users within the quality control screen, or to edit the username, click on the Settings icon. Select the Users tab in the upper left-hand corner. Then highlight the user or users you want to delete or edit. Click on the pencil icon to edit the username. To delete the user, highlight and click the Delete button. Devices and tests can also be deleted by clicking on the appropriate tab, highlighting them, and selecting the Delete icon. And finally, Select the home icon to return to the quality control screen. If your facility decides at a later time not to utilize the quality control function, it can be turned off by performing the following steps. Select the menu icon in the upper left of the Fenom Flow application. Then select the Settings tab. Then click to unselect the checkbox to turn the quality control function off. Select Save and then click on the home icon to return to the main screen. Please contact your local distributor or call the MGC Diagnostics Technical Support phone number, available in the Support tab of the About Help menu.